Hey sis, welcome to Bring It to Your Sister.
We're Lexi and Chasity, just two certified yappers that God knew would be unstoppable as sisters.
So he made us best friends instead.
Join us in this space to laugh, cry, vent, praise, and feel seen while we figure out motherhood, marriage, and womanhood by chasing grace and grit through homemaking, homesteading, faith, and everything in between.
Now pull up a seat and grab your favorite treat me drink because there's always room for one more sister.
Hey friends, that's not what I say. That's what I say in the classroom.
I don't mind friends though. I don't think we have any male listeners, but we might. And sometimes I feel bad because I'm always like sisters. But if you're here, you just might have to be a sister. Welcome to the girls' club. This is the girls' side. This one's for the girls. So you're here to get secret intel or something.
All right, let me turn my teacher voice back on then. Hey friends, we're so happy that you're back with us for another episode of Bring It to Your Sisters. We have a birthday coming up.
Don't speak of it. I'm just kidding. The whole episode speaking of it, but
yes, it's all about you today.
Yeah, I'm having a quarter life crisis.
Oh my
Not anymore,
gosh.
actually, but I'm going to be 25.
25.
I refuse to age any further than this, though. So next year, I will be 25. Again. I'll be 25 for 5 more years, and then I will turn 26. Okay?
That's, yeah. It's so funny to me to think that you and my brother are the same age.
I forget about that. But yeah, that is
I
crazy.
do too.
I have a confession. I don't know when your birthday is.
Oh, I'm so glad. Because when you text me that you went out with your
Friday. Yeah.
Friday.
I went out and partied with my mom, my grandma, my cousin, and Jesse.
Yes, I love that. Well, when you text me and said that y'all had went out, I mean, my stomach hit my feet. I was like, what? Don't tell me I forgot her birthday. Because Friday was so, busy. I felt after my day ended on Friday, I didn't feel it until I got home. But when I was walking up my steps coming inside, it felt like I had cinder blocks on my feet and I was walking through the mud at the same time. I was so done. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. I've been blowing your phone up all week, and I'm like, I know she'll get to it when she gets to it. She's going to have a lot to get to.
Well, why do you feel bad? Because I feel bad that I've just been literally MIA. No, don't feel bad about that. I will come back to it.
I'm either blowing your phone up or I'm MIA. It's been one extreme or the next. We've not been on.
So here's the thing with the school year, especially at the start of the school year, Halloween time, Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, and springtime. So basically the whole school year. Mm-hmm. If you're not texting me, I sure ain't texting you.
So
and not being ugly, but I'm so exhausted, so much more scatterbrained than I already am naturally, that if you don't text me, I'm not going to text you first because I'm not going to remember. But I'm not going to text you first, unfortunately. I might not even text you back, to be honest. And it's nothing personal. So if you're listening to this and you're like, well, you don't ever text me back.
Where's Chasity?
Yeah, where am I?
We have a whole podcast together, and she don't be texting me back. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're going to record tomorrow. All right, I'll see you then.
It will get done.
I have crashed out to you, and now I'm better, and I feel like I was crazy, and I bought all this, and then we have to record tomorrow. Crickets. Okay, 2 days later, I'll see you tomorrow. We did start our homeschool this week. I texted Coda on the second day, actually. First day was good. Second day, I texted Coda and I was like, I think we're going to have to sit down and talk about Jensen's schooling. I don't think I can do this. Her teacher at church, she asked me how homeschooling was going. I said, she thinks I'm an idiot. It was SOS. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's why I can't homeschool James, because I could tell him that the sky is blue and he would argue with me till he's blue in the face.
I got desperate. I'm probably going to regret this when we send her to school one day, but I was desperate, and I said, Jensen, if you don't let me teach you, then you have to go to school where you can't go to the bathroom whenever you want, you can't eat snacks whenever you want, you don't get to go outside very much, they don't let you talk whenever you want. I just kept telling her.
That's fair.
I mean, I didn't lie to her. Well,
just know that Pre-K is still not required. And if anything, you just teach her letter recognition, letter sounds, number recognition, or colors and your shapes. That way she has that good basic foundation, and you talk to her, and you do talk to her. Talking to your kids is so important. So you already do that. And teach her how to write her name.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be very interactive. We're just really bringing it in during our conversations and what we do. So the letter of the week was A. We had red for our color. Our shape was circle. Our number was 1. So we would point all of that out whenever we would talk, or like if I could bring it into our food, our meals and stuff like that, I would do that. But the second day that we had a good homeschool day, we watched Harry Potter. It was the day that I have to edit all day. So we watched Harry Potter. She looked for circles and red. That worked perfectly with the first one. She drew his glasses and she drew Voldemort all by herself. It was really funny. It was nice. Oh, and we wrote out his name and she circled the letter A. So that went well.
Good.
Yeah.
That's such a fun little activity.
Okay, drink check, everybody. I have a fantastic coffee. You know, when you make them at home, sometimes I feel like it's hit or miss. Some days that coffee is just, it is where it needs to be. And but I'm drinking 3 shots of espresso, milk, and I have sugar-free caramel syrup. Sometimes I'll do half and half, but we're out half and half. I also have a water.
Nice. I have some water with raspberry lemonade Crystal Light in it. I have to be very thirsty to just drink plain water. When I've gone all day without drinking anything, then it comes to, we've talked about it before, when we go to the end of the night and you're like, oh, I'm thirsty. That's when I can drink a plain water. But if I'm just sipping on water all day, I need it to have a little bit of flavor.
Oh, no. So I may be bad about the quantity of water I drink, but I love the taste of water. I will die on this hill. I do not like spring water. The taste of spring water is trash, okay? This is a really hot take, apparently. But I like well water or purified water. The spring water is trash. It tastes like city water, hand sanitizer. You can taste the chlorine in it. It doesn't taste good. It tastes like pool water.
Maybe I just don't really do bottled water. I definitely don't like Aquafina or Dasani.
Yeah, no, those are the ones I like. The purified. Ooh. They taste like well water.
I don't like those.
I do like spring tastes like city. Yeah.
I've never really noticed the difference. I probably do like spring water then.
I'll judge you for that one.
That's fine. But this is also coming from somebody who doesn't normally just drink regular water like a normal person.
Oh, man.
I am drinking flavored water all the time.
I love me a crisp water.
My favorite flavor is the white peach, liquid IV.
I have heard that is really good.
But they are expensive for you.
I'm like, you know what? Water's free. I'm like, water is free. Well, I was going to say not at my house, but it's in our electric bill. Everybody just say a prayer for everyone's light bills because they've been hellacious.
I can't wait.
I can see my husband's hairs graying every day.
Every time the bill comes in.
Oh, I'm like, turn that light off. Me, I'm the worst. I'm like, turn the lights off. Turn the lights off.
Oh, I am too. Joshua is an overhead light person. I'm a lamp person. So I could have 50 lamps lit and that's not a problem for me. But you turn the overhead light on, I'm ready to fight immediately.
Yeah. I want to be able to see because if it's dark and dim and it's what? Well, my goodness.
No. Did you hear it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1000% heard that.
I muted it.
You must just be muting your own headphones. Yeah, girl. You're just muting your own headphones.
I thought it would mute the microphone. Why would I need my headphone muted?
I needed my headphones muted.
I apologize. Just extra loud today. Sorry.
Oh, I love it. She's been MIA all week, but Lord, she showed up today.
Own it today.
Okay, well that would lead right into the praise reports because I think we finally got our audio figured out. I'm praying. Your girl's doing better this week. I know last week or our last episode it was a rough one.
You're going through it.
Yeah, I mean,
rightfully so.
Yeah, definitely valid, but we're doing better. I'd say we're a good bit out of the dumps.
I love that. I'm glad.
And honestly, I'm just going to give it to Jesus, and I spent a little bit of money I shouldn't have because I went to church on Wednesday, And all week long, I was like, I need to get back to church. I need to get back to church because I'd been listening on my phone, but we just hadn't been to church. And just it's different when you're actually there, I feel like. But we went on Wednesday, and that was great. And then on Thursday, we went and got breakfast. I got a coffee and went to the thrift store, and I got me 2 new pairs of boots, and I'm starting a farm stand. Wow, she's gonna impulsively start another business. Who would have thought? Who would have expected
Welcome
it?
to the club.
You know, my husband, he's supportive. Let's just say he was not super thrilled about having to build something, but
Well,
But he just does such a good job at it. He wants me to build it. I can't do that. But I doodled
I
it
have to.
out. I doodled out my idea. I showed him exactly what I want. So that's our new adventure.
I'm excited for
I'm
you.
super excited about that. We've had a good week. Me and Coda had a date night last night. We baked some cookies, and watched Final Destination 4, I believe. I think we started 5, but we went to sleep. I've not watched all of them, but it's after my birthday. It's spooky season, okay? It goes my birthday,
Yes.
spooky season.
I love it.
So I was ready to watch some spooky movies, and Walmart had it was pumpkin spice cookies, Pillsbury cookies. They were good.
They
I said,
were.
"Oh, we gonna have to get those." And I almost burnt the cookies because I was starting to put the baby down, and I forgot about them. But I smelled them, and I was like, "Whoop, let me go get them."
Oh
So
my
they're
gosh.
delicious. I ate too many
Okay, so
cookies.
love it.
I've been having a good time this week.
I'm glad.
Other than my children trying to strangle each other and making me want to pull my hair out, every other
The
day.
usual.
The usual.
Uh-huh.
I love them. They're also really sweet, but like if they could just quit being so daggum mean to each other, I would really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, so part of me says, you didn't tell me you had a date night last night with your husband. And here she comes, oh, you been MIA.
No. I've been trying to put my phone down whenever we have our date nights.
Fantastic.
So then I go MIA. But we've kind of made a routine of Saturday nights, or mine and Coda's nights. And I know they're date nights, but I don't think of them as date nights typically. So I'm not like, oh, we're going out. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
like a normal night for me. But it is a date
Oh,
night.
gosh.
I don't know
But
if
that's
that makes
normal
sense.
in your routine is to have a date and enjoy your husband.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been trying to be very intentional about that.
I am going to be sending this episode to my husband.
Yeah, because
We don't prioritize dates
okay.
at all.
Okay, ASAP, we're gonna have a full episode about marriage, date nights, all of that, because we don't do a lot of special stuff. It is special, but we're not spending a bunch of money to have date nights at home, and we're not
Right.
going out we did God eat the other night, but
Nice.
we just went out as a family. But I feel like people are like, oh, we just won't have a date night because we don't have any money. But you can have a date night without having money. I spent $5 on cookie dough last night, and we watched a movie, so you can do it. Have y'all had any extra good stuff happen this week? Where are you at?
Everybody's alive.
We'll take it.
Everybody has been fed, not by me cooking, but everybody has been fed. Everybody's alive. No, how many times did I cook this week? I cooked last night for sure. Once earlier. What did they say? Fed is best.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You know?
Saturday, my kids had cupcakes for breakfast because, well, they had a cupcake for breakfast, because that's what they wanted, and
Who are we
I
to
was
say no?
I was okay with that. I didn't go to sleep till like midnight, and they woke up at 7. I was like, here, take the cupcake. Let's go outside. How was James's cross country meet?
Oh my goodness. Yesterday he had another cross country meet. Last weekend he ran a mile in 11 minutes and 16 seconds. Yesterday he ran it in 11, I want to say somewhere between 11:22 and 11:26. It was hard to tell like once he got a little bit further down exactly when he crossed the finish line. So he was a little bit over on his time, but only by a few seconds. And yesterday's meet was a lot harder. It was still only a mile, but they had 2 hills and it was very, very, very muddy. It was very slippery. This trail had 2 hills in it. So even his coach said, of course she's so proud of everybody, but she told me, she said, this trail is like 20 times harder than the one they ran last week. So for him to only go over by a few seconds, and truthfully, I don't think that he likes it. I don't think that he likes cross country. I don't think that he likes the running, and
Well, and that's
I
okay.
cannot blame him.
No.
It's not, yeah, it is okay. He's gonna finish out the season for sure.
Yeah, and that's
Um,
fair. I think
and I might
it's
even make him do it again next year because sometimes you do just have to try things a couple of times
let him
before you're
sit
like,
on it.
oh, okay, yeah.
Because that's kind of how we did with soccer. Like at first, she was like, I'm not really into it, and she
This is not a praise. Yesterday, I lost my absolute mind. Lost it.
okay, spill.
I asked James to pick up his stuff in the living room,
Hmm.
and it was also right after I had just asked him to wipe up the water off my bathroom floor because I took him to cross country yesterday morning, and then Joshua took him to a birthday party so I could stay home and get things done. Well, he came home and took a bath, and for whatever reason, he always gets out in the middle of the bath and has to go to the bathroom. I'm so glad you're not peeing in the bathtub, right?
Like
But
mine.
I'm surprised he doesn't pee in the bathtub, if we're perfectly honest. But instead of stepping on a towel and scooting yourself on the towel, no, he's just soaking wet, dripping on the floor from the bathtub to the toilet. When I went to go to the bathroom last night, there's like a whole puddle in front of my toilet. So I was like, go clean that water up off the floor. He instantly gets mad. I'm like, bro, it's your mess. It's your water. I'm not cleaning it. Like I get so frustrated that he thinks that I just have to do everything, right?
Hmm.
No, you have to clean up after yourself. Well, then right after that, he's on the way to back to his bedroom. I guess he was playing with his stuff. Fair, whatever. Well, he's on the way back there, and I was like, I need you to go ahead and come clean the stuff up in the living room because I've got a vacuum. And he loses his mind. And I'm like, it's your stuff. Once again,
Hmm.
just like the bathroom stuff was your mess, this is your mess. You're going to clean it up, right? Well, then
Like
there's
I'm
one
vacuuming
thing.
the floors, and I get as kids like they don't understand that it's for them too. But
Mm-mm,
I'm not picking up all of those toys off the floor and also
mm-mm,
vacuuming and also mopping.
mm-mm,
You're
mm-mm.
old enough. You're gonna have to help me out because as
Yes.
far as I'm concerned, we ain't gotta have a whole room full of toys. I'm good with that. So
Show no.
they can go.
Well, there was one thing on the floor that was not his, and I don't know how it got there. I
Hey,
don't know where it came from.
I'm gonna make her a bottle real quick. Okay, I'm back. My husband's back. Oh,
But they have
they're
adequate
good.
supervision. So I had asked James to pick up the living room. He automatically starts whining and doesn't want to do it, but he's doing it. Then he sees one thing on the floor that's not his. And I don't even know how it got there. I don't know who put it there. I haven't used it in ages. It's one of those cylinder foam rollers that you lay on the floor. You put it on your back and you roll your back, and it's supposed to pop your back. I don't know how it got there. He plays with it a lot, so I can only confer that it probably came from him. But I think because I had told him a few minutes before with the bathroom situation, I did not make that mess. Therefore, I am not going to be the one to clean it up. You know you made that mess, right?
Hmm.
So now he comes less than 5 minutes later and he's like, with this attitude, he's like, "Well, I'm not picking that up because it's not my mess. I'm not picking that up." And instantly I was enraged because I didn't even ask you to pick that up. I asked you to pick your own stuff up. I didn't need the attitude saying you're not going to pick that up. That can be just kicked out of the way, to be perfectly honest. I could have cared less if that got picked up out of the floor. Well, the attitude triggered me. So I got down on his level and I'm trying to explain to him, we take care of this house all together because we love each other. That is how we show each other that we love each other. I just need you to do it. I don't need any questions. I told you to do something and I need you to do it now. He's mad. He's talking back. I'm telling him to hush because he doesn't know when to hush. He just keeps going.
Uh-huh. Yep. We've been dealing with that has been one of our biggest problems this week is just the mouth. It
Mhm.
has I will say I've done pretty good this week about consciously parenting the issues, but she's been trying my soul and it's all been how she went about it. Half of the time
Yes.
I would have let that go had you just
Mhm.
went on
Mhm.
about it.
Mhm.
It's just the way they come about it. Her body
Yes.
language, her
Mm.
the whole
Tone of
all of it.
voice,
All of it.
the facial
Mhm.
expressions.
Like
Yeah.
straight up
And I know
looks
like
like
all
she
of
wants
that
to
is
fight
me.
me. And I'm like, "Excuse me?"
Oh, well, I
Excuse
haven't
me?
even gotten to the best part. I haven't even gotten to the
Oh
best part
gosh, I'm scared.
because I'm on my knees in front of him on his level, and and in fact, most of the time I try to get myself below him because, to be fair, when I'm on my knees and I like, you know how you just like sit down on your feet, you're a little bit shorter. He's taller than me, so
Yeah.
I try to get a little bit below him so I'm not as intimidating. And I'm trying to explain these things to him. He's steady trying to talk over me, steady trying to like defend himself, and I'm not the best parenting, but I'm like, shut up. Shut up. I am talking. Stop talking. I'm talking. And we're just both like, because we can't, both of us, like, we can't let stuff go. Well, then he uses his whole body to nudge me. And what felt like
bows up at me, like, in my face, "Knuck if you buck" type situation,
Mhm.
and I said, "Sit down."
Like,
I
from your inner
lost
soul.
Yes, and it was not the best moment. Finally, I was like, "You know what? This is going nowhere. Go to your room. Go bye."
Okay,
And he
I'm
still
glad you
talked to his
ended it
room.
there, though.
I
Like,
tried
yeah,
to.
because
I did my
being
best
able
because
this is
it was
not.
going
Oh,
south.
and rightfully so, I would 1000% be triggered by that, but
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
very proud of you for ending it there. Good job with that.
Thank you.
Crappy moment, and they just
And
happened.
this is supposed to be a praise, so let's go into the
Okay,
praise of
yes.
where later I went back to his bedroom, and I laid down, and I set the boundary immediately. I said, "I talk, you listen. You don't say a word until I'm done talking right now. Point blank, period." I explained it was not okay for me to yell at you. I apologize for yelling at you. When I ask you to pick stuff up, that's what I need you to do, right? Just explained all of that to him and also explained we show each other that we care about each other by taking care of our house. I cannot be the only person
Oh,
who
yeah.
is picking everything up. I can't be I'm just as busy as everybody else. So, anyways, the praises, I went back and apologized. We talked about it. Then I came up, I sat down as supper was kind of finishing up. And I looked at James and I said, "What do you want to cook this week? Something that you can cook for the family. What do you want to cook?" And he immediately was like, "Pizza.
Okay.
Pizza and ice cream.
Yeah.
Let's do pizza and ice cream one night." So I'm going to cook tomorrow. James is going to cook Tuesday. I don't think anybody is cooking Wednesday except for sandwiches. And I think Josh was cooking Thursday.
Well, that's nice. I like that. Could you hear him? He
Yes.
said, "Hi,
Hi.
Augie Jean would like to make an appearance on the podcast. He's not had a chance. Hang on.
He hasn't.
Come here.
Hi.
All right. Say hey. Say hey. You're not going
Stage fright. It gets me too.
to.
He's just smiling at me.
He's cheesing. Oh, anyways, okay. I want you to make sure you fully acknowledged and you're proud of yourself for stopping the situation where it was at. Because,
I I still felt guilty
and that's fair.
as I hollered at
I
him, and
mean,
I told him to shut up.
I,
I don't I don't like doing
no,
that.
and yeah, but I
Mhm.
think just knowing where the situation could have went because that
Yeah.
is such a triggering thing. It's basically
Yeah.
like somebody hitting you. It's triggering. It
Uh-huh.
don't matter who it is. If
Yeah.
somebody hits you, you're human. You're gonna have a human reaction, and I
Mhm.
don't see people talk about that very often at all. And as a parent, sometimes like even just Augie at his age, he'll throw his head. He's done it twice now, and I thought he broke
Oh,
my
when they
nose.
accidentally
I think I called you boohoo crying because I thought he had broke my nose. It was a little bruise. It was very painful,
mm,
but it's so triggering. I just had to put him down and not talk.
mhm.
Like I had to be still, and they were like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "I think my
Well
nose is broken." I just boohoo. I was
well,
like,
I
"Go to
did
bed. Go to bed."
like,
Yeah,
get
it's
that,
fight or
like
flight. The conversation of how much inner strength it takes with children when they do
mhm.
that is
Mhm.
not talked about enough. I will say something that I do because I try to get on their level too, but I don't bend all the way down. What I do is I bend at the waist down at their level.
Mhm.
Partially that's because getting up and down, I'm just a little out of shape. I got to be ready to go
Same.
at any point. So I'll bend at the waist. There was a couple times where she put her hands on her hips and she had that
Mhm.
attitude and it was close
Oh.
into my face. But because I wasn't all the way down, I was just bent at the waist. I could sit up quickly. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess that way, if it does happen again, like y'all get a heated moment, if you're only bent at the waist and you see him about to do it, you can remove yourself. And that way
Mhm.
you can parent the action, but you haven't been triggered.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you might
I
keep
can
that in
try.
mind. So,
I do bend at the waist a lot. I still feel like even that might be a little intimidating
so bend at
because
the
I feel
waist,
like
but
when I
not like
bend at the
in
waist,
their
I'm
face.
like
Yeah,
this.
you got to
Yeah.
step back a little bit because yeah, it for sure puts you more of a looking down angle. But if you step back just
Mhm.
a little bit, you're crouched almost, but you're
Okay. Like
still
same
able
level
to
still. Yeah.
move quickly. I can't be getting down there on the floor and then I'm fussing at you and then Augie's running off to Lord knows where. He
Right.
actually
Yeah.
escaped the house one day. He's fine. He finally did it. Oh, yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Oh,
He got in
no, that happened this
trouble
week?
for that one. I was changing Annie's
Oh.
diaper. Coda was like in the bathroom, and I could hear him in the living room. I
Mm.
swear something in my head was like, he's outside.
Yep.
But I didn't hear a door open. It sounded like he was in the living
Mhm.
room.
Mhm.
But something in my head
It's
was
just
just
that
like,
instinct.
he's outside. So I was finishing her diaper because I could still hear him. So I knew if anything, he wasn't far. So I
Mhm.
was finishing her diaper up and Coda made it before me. And I was like, I think he's outside. And sure enough,
Mhm.
so yeah,
Oh,
he's a flight risk. This is
stressful.
why I can't have people watch my kids because they're not like, I need psych ward security on these bad boys. Like, they're gonna run off. I mean, I don't know. I worry about them. Of course, I would love to have like a casual babysitter, but I can't do that.
Mhm.
I need you to have been trained, a trained, seasoned professional.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh. Um, okay, so let's do a little check-in because on the last episode we gave ourselves two self-care things that we were gonna
Uh-huh.
commit to doing, and I will say I've
Mhm.
not done terrible, but I've not done as great as I would have liked to.
Okay, good,
So
same.
my plan is I'm going to keep doing it until I have been doing it for 30 days consistently, then I will report back. But
Mm,
it's just that constant going back to it. I'm not allowing myself to mess up and then take 2 days. I'm constantly going back to
right.
doing it. So if
Yeah.
it takes me longer, that's fine, but it's not like it took me longer because I didn't do it at all. Let's make sure we're not, oh, we didn't do it. Dang, it's been a week. I haven't done it. Like, do it every day to your
Right.
best until you've done
Consciously
it.
make the
Yes.
effort.
Okay, so I just want to make that clear for a second. I'm not just not doing it and pushing it to the curb. We're still actively trying. I'm really getting sentimental in my old age. I'm becoming the grandma I've always wanted to be. Anywho, so I was supposed to be taking my vitamins and then reading the Bible for 4 minutes, and I
Mhm.
have taken my vitamins, but I think I've missed 2 days.
Same.
I still have not gotten any L-theanine, but I'm gonna. The
Mhm.
girl's doing so much better. Wow, it's such a better week. Isn't that crazy?
Right
When
now.
I have a minty bee and then I'm out of it and I'm having a good time again, I'm like, well, that was just a
Oh, wait a
dramatic little
minute.
episode there. Like, golly, it would
I mean,
just
in normal
chill out.
circumstances.
One day this week, I bought my farm stand and my boots. We went and got breakfast. I had a coffee. Me and Kodo got a cuddle before he went to work. I had a full
Oh,
girl shower
nice.
before the kids woke
Oh.
up. I also got to read my
Mhm.
Bible. Kodo wakes up at that butt crack of dawn, so I woke up with him basically, and I had some time before the kids got up. So I got to do all those things, and it was just a beautiful morning.
I love that for you. So, I have a confession. I only remember one thing I was doing, and that was drinking 2 Stanley cups of water every
Yes.
day. I have not been perfect at that, but I have drank more water this week.
You were supposed to be moisturizing your face. That was the other one. Just remember you're moisturizing in and out. So
Right.
take the water
True.
in, moisturize that out.
Okay. Well, I for sure did not moisturize my face.
I'm being summoned.
Yeah.
Hold please. I've got to pay the troll. I got to pay my fee. Hold. Is it trolls that watch the bridge and don't let you pass? I just handed him another truck.
Oh, we were doing a
Oh
check-in.
yeah,
I
right.
have not moisturized my face this week. Oops.
Okay.
But I have hydrated more than I usually do.
Well, I think we did fair then. So this week we're gonna do better. I feel kind of bad. I completely forgot to tell everybody that mine and Coda's anniversary was yesterday, our
Oh,
dating anniversary. But to me, that's it.
oh,
He was like, our dating anniversary. But I'm like, ugh, bye. I've been with you that long
oh,
now. Our soul.
I know that's so funny.
You can go ahead.
Sorry. Our dating anniversary is
Oh
tomorrow.
my gosh, that's crazy.
I know. I know.
So yours is the 25th?
Yeah.
Okay, ours, yeah. So ours is the 23rd and yours 25th. That's so cool. And
What year was yours?
then, 2014.
Okay.
So it was like a couple days before I turned 14 and a couple days before he turned 15. So technically,
Okay.
we started dating when I was 13 and he was 14, but it was just for a couple days.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
yeah, we've been together 11 years now. But yes, I just think that's so crazy that me and him, like, I'll be 25 this year and we've been together 11 years. Like that, that's so crazy to
Mhm.
me. There's
Oh.
gonna be a time in my life where we've been together longer than I lived without him. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's so
Mhm.
crazy. He ain't going nowhere. Stuck.
And y'all aren't far. I guess neither one of us are far from, well, Joshua is, but me and you are, because we've been together 2010, so we've been together, tomorrow will be 15 years.
I love that perspective.
Mhm.
I'd really love to see the like evolution of how we've grown together. Okay, we're off topic.
Okay, so you're turning 25,
Yeah.
and you mentioned wanting to do
Okay,
a
so
list of 25 things.
yes, I originally wanted to do a list of 25 things. I thought it would be cool for us to be able to reflect back on just what we've learned in our year. So whenever
Mhm.
yours comes up, we can do yours. And I just thought it would be fun to do birthday episodes. Then
Yeah.
when we're 80 and we're making them play our podcast in the nursing home, I could be like, what was I doing at 25? Somebody put that on repeat. I miss her. You
Play
know?
my favorite podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Mama, I'm not playing your podcast again.
Put it on, boy. Okay. But then I was me and I type beat it to Sunday when we were supposed to record and I did 5 things I want to unlearn or have unlearned. 5 intentions I want to set for this year. And
Mhm.
Chasity gave me 5 pieces of advice, something that happened in your 25th year, any tips, what to look forward to, maybe how your mind changed, your body. So that's going to be
Oh,
you.
and you really just sprang this on me,
Okay,
girl.
I really did. I sprang this on myself, okay?
It's gonna be
Okay,
great.
let's just put that in right now.
Right.
This is spur of the moment. We are unscripted. And finally, I'll let y'all know 5 things I want to learn this year. And we're going to try our
Love
best.
it.
Now I've got to tell y'all 5 things about me. Do you have anything that you want to know about me that you don't know? Because we don't do this.
No, we don't do this small talk. Like,
Mm-mm.
I don't like, I feel like I know you, but I don't know anything about
Oh,
you.
yeah, same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like, Chastity's my
yeah.
best friend. I'm like, I would,
Yes.
I would, I don't know. I would do a lot for her.
Yes.
But I don't know
I
what
don't
her
know her
favorite
favorite
thing
color.
is. I don't even know what kind of music she listens to. I make her listen to my music when she's in my
Do you
car.
not?
I don't.
That's so funny. Cause okay, so tell us that. What kind of music do you listen to? Cause I don't think I know what kind you listen to.
Okay, I love everything. I love music. It just depends on the day. But I don't really love a whole lot of newer music. I like mostly folky kind of music. Um,
Okay.
Definitely Zach Bryan, like that style of newer music I
Ooh,
enjoy.
yes.
Um,
Mhm.
I like Jessie Murph. I like her. She's so precious. Um,
Okay, I don't like a lot of her stuff,
but
but she just came out with a new album, right? There's one on there called The Man That Came Back, right?
I haven't
Have you
listened to
heard
it.
that one yet?
I haven't listened to all of her
Oh,
music.
girl.
There's just a few that I like that I'm like, oh, I like that one.
I didn't even grow up with a tragic childhood, and it makes me, I mean, it had me in tears with
Oh,
chill bumps,
oh, you'll have to send it to
and it
me.
does every time I hear it.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
send that to me. Um, I like Kevin Gates. If I'm
Okay,
if I'm in a
girl.
mood, I like Kevin Gates and I love Posty. Oh my gosh, love him.
Yeah.
Him and Coda give the same energy. I think that's why I like him so much. He seems like
I
such a
need to
nice
hang out with
person.
Oda more often.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know Coda's
Yeah.
silly, but he's so serious when I'm
Mhm.
around.
Everybody's like, "Your husband is just so serious,"
Yeah.
because he's so hard to read. I'm like, "Dude, that man
Yeah,
is
he is.
very goofy." So I think that's one of the reasons I like him so much. Then I love 90s country. I don't love a lot of the newer
Mhm.
country. I
I
love
don't
early
either.
2000s country. I like to listen
Yep.
to worship music. It just depends. I can do Disney music. I don't enjoy it as
Mhm.
much though. I'm not playing Wheels on the Bus in my car unless we're
No.
desperate. I mean, we got to be
No.
desperate for
Mm-mm.
some peace and quiet or
Mm-mm.
something. Oh, classic rock
Mhm.
1000%. Me and the kids, that's our go-to. But yeah,
Mm.
I love all kinds. This week, let me tell you guys, okay? If you're having a really rough week, I'm not saying this will fix all of your problems, but it sure as heck helped, okay? Jam out, take your kids, go ride around and blast Miley Cyrus's Breakout album.
Okay.
It was fantastic. The children loved it, and that was when she was still kind of Disney, so it is
Yeah.
kid friendly. Oh, yeah, it was
Mhm.
fantastic. I knew all the words. That was one of my CDs that I karaoke to. And there's something about me.
Oh.
Here's
Mhm.
something that many people probably don't know about me. But when I was a little kid, I'd say 6 to probably a solid 10. I had a karaoke machine and I would force my brother. Sometimes he wouldn't play with me, okay? But if I could
Right.
force him, I would. And we would karaoke whatever CDs I had. That's what we would do all day long. And we would have like full blown concerts in my room when I was little. I don't even remember my mom being in the picture those days because I stayed in my room and I just sang all day long.
Y'all were just there.
And then we had the
Uh-huh.
microphones and everything. If my brother wouldn't participate, I would just do it by myself. I remember I had a Hillary Duff album, Taylor Swift's Fearless album, her
Mhm.
original album. Mm, I think the one where she's in the purple dress, I had that one.
Yep.
And then what were
That's
the
Speak
two
Now.
girls? What were the two girls? Um, I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. I had a poster
Yeah.
of Jody Messina. I had
Oh, I
that
love
album
her.
and I had her poster on my door. My brother ripped it off and I could have killed him. I mean, I was mad. I was mad at him. He also ripped down my purple dangly like iridescent sequiny curtain thing that you put in the doorway. Oh,
Yeah, we should bring those
we
back. We should bring those back.
I am
I'm looking at my bedroom
terracotta
door right now,
orange
like,
one and put it in my kitchen. That would be cute.
yeah,
That's two things about me. Is there anything else you want to know?
you're really putting me on this.
Okay.
I want them to be like that about your childhood. Spot on. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Well, I've got another embarrassing one. I'm embarrassed by it, so
Do it.
I've not told very many people. But it's also like silly and minuscule is a very minor
Like
detail
little.
that probably nobody else
Yeah.
cared or noticed. But I was embarrassed. I think it was
Okay.
fifth grade. I don't remember. It was whatever year that the Twilight series come out.
Yeah.
What year was that? 2008? No, no,
It was before that.
no, it was
No.
not. Because I would have been 8 years
Yeah.
old.
Hang on.
Well, how old are you in
Yeah.
fifth grade?
About 8 or 9, right?
Oh,
I
are
know that
you really that
wait,
little?
hang on. No, no, no. Not, hang on.
Okay,
Yeah, but you're right. 2008 was when it came out, actually.
okay.
Um,
How odd. I
how
swore
old
I
was
was
I? I was in
older.
10th grade,
Well, maybe
beginning of
like the
junior year.
second one or something. Maybe the second one was already
Okay.
out. I feel like I was a little bit older. I was
Okay.
in like fifth grade, but I would love those movies, and I probably shouldn't have been watching them at that age, if we're being honest. But they weren't terrible. I don't know. I
Yeah,
watched
they're
them.
not bad.
I loved them, and I thought everybody else would love them too. I didn't realize that you were probably an oddball in my school, okay? And so I wrote,
What? A lot of
yes,
people do like them.
okay, well, nobody, okay, but I was like 9 or
They're
10,
losers.
but I was like
But I have a
little.
story. Yeah.
Mm, I don't know. Their parents probably weren't letting them watch it or something. They didn't know about it, or it was like if they did know about it, you've heard your parents talk crap about it. I don't know. It was a different time, and
Right. Well, they're just
nobody
lame.
was admitting they watched it. I don't know. Um, but I decorated my school binder for the first week of school. I decorated it. It was a black binder with a silver Sharpie and like wrote Twilight and just doodled all over it.
Yeah.
But it was so embarrassing carrying it around. I think I quit. I was
Lame.
like, "Oop, not taking that back to school
Mm,
tomorrow." I don't know. I didn't tell nobody about that,
that's
and
so crazy.
now I'm like, total, we're rewatching it. I know it's trash.
Yeah.
What I seen a
Well,
meme the other day
I
that it was like, it's good because it's trash,
it's right,
and
exactly.
it's not
Well,
trash. They were just the acting is a little of the time. That's all. Yeah.
mhm. I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, reading Harry Potter, and
It's
I
just
got
like,
made fun of for reading Harry Potter.
yeah. I was
And
about
now I see the same people that used to pick on me for reading Harry Potter on
to.
Facebook, and
Mhm.
now they like Harry Potter,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I think
Gotcha.
a part of the story that I'm forgetting and why I think I was so embarrassed was because we're coming in from outside. I fell and my binder fell
Oh,
out of my bag and somebody else picked it up. And
uh,
I think the whole situation
uh-huh.
was just so embarrassing because
Right.
I just wanted to be invisible and not
That's
noticed
fair.
at that point in time, if we're
Of
being honest.
course.
And then I
Yeah.
just fell and all my stuff and then my binder that has all my
Mhm.
doodles of
Mhm.
Twilight. Ugh, what
Yeah.
a terrible situation.
That's what it is.
That's it.
Yes.
That was it. I was like, gosh, that's so embarrassing, and I've not told many people about that.
Yeah.
This is like more
Mhm.
5 confessions of my childhood. I guess. Whoops.
We're just gonna unpack the trauma, it's fine.
Okay. Something about me that I've learned recently is I've always said that I'm not a people person. I think I am a people person. I really like people and I like to talk. I enjoy talking to other people, but I'm so
Mhm.
awkward. I get nervous and
Mhm.
that's a me thing. It's not an other people thing. Then I don't
Mhm.
want to do small talk. So I'm learning that it's not
Mhm.
that I don't
Right.
like people or that I don't want to talk. I like people and I want to talk. I feel like when I talk to other people, they just want me to hurry up and get done. So then I start trying to talk fast
Right.
and I trip over
Yeah.
my words. It makes it awkward. And I'm trying to overcome that. 'Cause, wow, it fills my cup to have conversations with other people, good
Mhm.
conversations. But I'm not doing it because I'm awkward. That's just not an excuse. That's a me problem that I need to get over. That would be one of the things I want to learn and work on this year is better.
Social skills.
Yeah, I just need to work on my social skills. Somebody send me to what is it, an etiquette a social etiquette
And
class, please? Hey, you should go subscribe, like, and follow. Bring it to your sisters so that I can go to social etiquette class this year.
I don't know, do they teach social etiquette? Is that a thing you can teach?
Um, the only
Can you
reason
learn to be less
I
awkward?
think, yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah, I was watching a
'Cause I'm
video about
awkward
it the other
too.
day. You can rewire your brain to not be awkward. You can rewire your brain to do anything. Yeah,
That's insane. That sounds like a lie.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Okay, all right, all right. Here's another thing about me that people probably definitely don't know. I think, and my husband also thinks this as well, had I been around when like cults were a thing and like back in the hippie days, they definitely would have gotten
Mhm.
me for sure. I just told y'all I like to sing, okay? I love to sing. I love love. I like other people. They were just having a good time. You're telling me that somebody would have said, "Hey, you can come live with all of us, and we're all just gonna love each other forever, and everything's gonna be perfect." I'm telling you, they'd have gotten me so quick. I'd have
They woulda
hopped
got
on
you.
that bus. I mean, gotten me. I would have gotten
I
there and been like,
cannot.
"Whoop!" I'd have been like, "Oops!"
Wait, you do know
Especially,
that cults are still a thing, though?
yeah. So,
Maybe not to the extent that they were.
yeah,
As you were setting yourself up for that little tidbit about you, immediately I thought of something that I've seen before is like, I hate small talk. I wanna know why you had a bad childhood or whatever, but for whatever reason, my brain just went, "I wanna know if you think the moon landing is real or not."
I don't know.
I probably
See.
shouldn't say
Okay.
that. I always have,
Well, here's the
and
thing.
then I watched the movie and I was like, "Well, wait a minute."
That's where I'm at. I love a conspiracy theory, okay? I love that kind
Mhm.
of stuff. I think they're
Yeah.
interesting to listen to. Doesn't mean that I believe every
Mhm.
single one of them, but I like listening to them. And
Yeah.
I believe in the possibility of a lot of things. Well, I don't have a ton of hardcore conspiracy theories that I just would die on the hill for and believe, but I believe in the possibility of a lot of them. So I have a hard time being like, yeah, I do, or no, I don't believe in it because
Mhm.
I'm not educated enough on it, the topic, to be like, yes, but also it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't real. I guess
Right.
that's where I'm at. Like, nothing surprises me anymore. I'm like, yeah. Because didn't they say they come out,
Facts.
they said that aliens are real or something, like last year? Maybe not. Maybe that was just something I seen.
No, I'm only making that face because you're
Oh, should I not be talking about this?
kind of set. No, you're kind of setting it up as if you don't believe aliens are real.
Oh,
Do you believe
okay.
aliens are real?
Um, uh,
Yes or no? Do you believe aliens are real? Yes or no, Lexi? I need to
I'm feeling
know.
a lot of pressure right now. Yes, but not in a little green men sort of way.
Oh
I think
yeah.
they probably look different than we do, but I think calling them aliens is a bit much. I think that's a bit dramatic. I'm about to get roasted. I'm about to get God, please don't come. Please don't come abduct. Hang on, I gotta go pay my bridge troll again.
Mama.
Hang on, buddy. I'm coming, I'm coming. So sorry. Anyways, where was I at? Okay. This is my stance on the aliens because I just had to quit looking. I don't have time to look into all this stuff anymore. So I don't know what I am seeing, if it's real or not real. And so I just have a hard time being
Mm,
like, yeah or no. But if aliens are real, my thing is, it's hard for me to believe that God, as big and as great and powerful as He is, only created one Earth with one set of human beings. That's a hard concept for me.
mhm,
My theory on the whole alien thing is I think it would be like an alternate reality almost. It would be like us, but different. Everything's probably just a
mhm,
little bit different. Not saying like it's
mhm,
different versions of us specifically,
mhm,
but I think it's just another human race on another planet that I don't know.
mhm.
God probably created, and I don't know. I don't have any idea. And
I do need to yeah, I need
maybe
to know
they're
what
more
God thinks about
advanced.
this
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, I would like to know a
Yeah.
biblical stance on it, but like maybe they are a bit more advanced, so like they do come over here, or I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know.
I love to think about them locking their doors as they pass by
Oh,
Earth.
yeah, really. I do think they
They're like,
probably,
"Not that ghetto."
yeah, for real. But I think that I think there's a bunch of different routes that I could go down with it. I just don't think they're the pictures of aliens we see with little green men.
Mhm.
They're probably trying to mind their business and we're being rude and
Yeah.
nosy. That's the fourth thing you're getting is my belief on aliens. And the fifth, what would you do you want any more hot takes?
Pro I don't
Talking
know
about
because we
putting
do
you
get
on the
off on
spot.
little rants. I'm like,
This is very small as well, but it's something that I learned a couple years ago about myself. I don't like juniper berries. They're disgusting. Disgusting. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a foodie. I love food. If I could not be 500 pounds and I could go test food and be on the food channel, ugh, I love
mhm,
food. I love to try
mhm,
different foods. I'm open to trying all kinds of stuff. I just like food.
mhm.
It's it's an art, if you will. Not for me, but I ran up across a juniper berry at Oktoberfest. That didn't last very long. My bridge troll is back, and I gave him two things that time.
Come on.
Anyways,
What is your daddy doing? Mm,
a couple years ago at Oktoberfest, we got a hold of some juniper berries, and they're not good. They looked like a peppercorn, but they just tasted
okay.
awful. They were in my Reuben sandwich. They were in the dill pickles. I just don't know why they were in either one of those places because they taste like nasty soap. I hate them.
Oh,
Okay, that's all.
gross.
I'm gonna get off of the juniper
I
berries because I really just ugh. I have
Yeah.
never had a food
Yeah,
just make
you're
me disgusted. I've never had a food just
oh,
that was it.
there's a lot of them I don't like.
Five things I'm gonna unlearn or have unlearned. This is a
Yeah.
big one. Okay, number one, I had to unlearn that you cannot just pack your stuff up and leave whenever you get slightly bothered because you didn't communicate your problems in your relationship. Okay, I learned that. That's a big one.
To be fair, yeah,
I used to really like to do that
you
when
had
we
to
were
unlearn that
younger.
one.
Yeah, when
Mhm.
we were younger,
Mm,
yeah, that was a toxic behavior that had to go.
it was
Um,
normal.
but I
Mhm.
did it a couple times, and finally, Coda was like, "Listen here," and I was like, "Oh, you know what? You're right. This is crazy.
Yes,
What
sir.
am I doing?" So
Yeah. Yes, sir.
that was an unlearned behavior that if you've got it, I suggest don't be a runner, don't be a track star. Okay, that's a good one. That's a big good one. What's a smaller that I'm trying to unlearn is not that I am against cussing by any means, but I'm finding that I can get my point across better. I can communicate without it. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to unlearn
Ooh,
cussing. But cussing's been in my
okay.
vocabulary since I was little. I remember being in fourth
Yeah.
grade and I would cuss. It's just been the way I talk for a very long time. It's
Mhm.
not like a anger thing. It's just that that's just the
Yeah.
way I've talked for a very long time. I want to try to unlearn it and only use it when it's deserving of a cuss word kind of situation. I'm unlearned real quick after having children. No, I take that back. I have unlearned just willy-nilly put an animal in my car and take it home. I still like an animal. I still like to bring animals home. That's where I feel like I'm going to get a lot of crap from
You
people
learned
that
your
know me.
lesson and
But I, at this point in my life, have unlearned that
Mhm.
you can't save them all as much as you want to.
Yeah.
As much, if you can try, you go for it. But for me, I
Mhm.
had to unlearn about just putting an animal in my car and taking it home because I would end up with my heart broken or in debt with money I
Mhm.
don't have. I couldn't keep doing that. So now I only bring animals home that I really, really want
Mhm.
or that I know I can take care of. Number three, I have the belief that I'm going to be perfect at all my hobbies, and I am unlearning
Mhm.
that belief. Okay, that one's having to go. And I'm trying my best to learn how to just make things work. So if it's a failure, I'm like, okay, what can we do with this to still make it a win? So I've been
Okay.
learning that. That's two things I've learned. Four things I'm unlearning. Right?
Mhm.
It's hard to keep up with this. One more thing I'm
It's fine.
unlearning. I need to unlearn the mentality of if I have money, I need to spend it. With that, I will say I'm very picky about where my money
Mhm.
goes. If I have money, I'm going to spend it, but I'm going to look at
Mhm.
where is it needed most or where would it benefit
Right.
me in the future. I try to invest it in a way. So I try to be smart about that. But if I have money, I'm gonna spend it 1,000%. If you give me a
Right.
$100, and I've been like that since I've been little, my mom would give me $10 for snacks, and I'd make sure to spend that $10. Yeah, I don't know. If I have
My
money, I'm gonna
parents would
spend
call
it.
that burning a hole in your
Oh, I mean,
pocket.
it makes me itch. If I got it, I'm gonna spend it. Why not? I can't take it with me, and I always need something. I can
True.
always find a
Yep.
valid thing to spend it on. Okay.
Oh,
So that's a
for sure.
problem. That's a problem. But
You're a real
I mean,
problem.
we're talking about spending $30 here and there. That's all I got. Maybe I'll come
Okay.
back to it. I'm gonna finish up what I want to learn this year because I've already given you guys two
Mhm.
of them. I'm impulsively starting a farm stand. So
Right.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be such a good outlet. I have big plans. But I have to learn. That's going to be a learning curve. But I want to learn how to. I want to develop my carpentry skills a little bit more. I would like to learn how to build
Okay.
stuff that way when I have these grand ideas. I'm not like, hey, Coda, because that's pretty much what
Yeah.
I've done.
Make it
And while
happen.
he's supportive
Mhm.
and he will build it for me, did he want to build it, you know?
For
Did he
that.
sign up for it? Did he willingly participate beforehand before I bought it and brought it home? No. So it would just be nice to be like, I could do it or I could at least help.
Mhm.
I would like to better develop my carpentry skills. That's the third thing. So number 4, I would really like to learn how to sew. For some reason, I'm really doubting that I'm gonna get there this year, though. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's such a time
It's not that
consuming.
hard.
It's more of a time consuming thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my
And
only
yeah.
stuck there. So I would like to do
Depending
that.
on what you sew.
I
Yeah.
would I would like to learn how to just sit down and play with my children,
Mm.
even if it's just for a couple minutes without
Mhm.
feeling like I need to get up and go do something or being bored
Yeah.
because I love them, but like they don't let me play half the time when I'm down there. But I know it's important to sit down there
Right.
anyways. I just have a real hard time being bored sitting down there with them. So I would like to work
I
on
know.
that.
I think you just have to find something you both enjoy doing.
Mhm.
I don't mind Play-Doh
Yeah,
and
exactly.
sand, but I don't want to really sit down and play Legos because I'm gonna do it
I
wrong
don't
no
want to play
matter what I
Barbie.
do.
Like I'm not good with
I don't,
that.
yeah, I don't want to make anything talk.
Yeah, I'm not. But yeah, I can
I
do
was
Play-Doh.
good at it when he was like 2,
Oh yeah.
right? But the older he gets, the worse I get at it.
I have no solution because I'm
Yeah.
not good at it right now. I don't know how to play pretend
Right.
very well. I would also like to learn how to be more confident in general in my choices
Mhm.
and in myself. I would like to learn more about myself and what I like to do.
Yeah.
I would like to find, oh, you know what? I'm giving y'all too much. Hang on. I still have to set 5 intentions. Five
Yeah. Yeah.
intentions
Yeah.
for this year. I really want
Yeah.
to spend more time cultivating my style, my clothing. I want to spend more time,
Okay.
not more money, more time. Okay? I'm still going to order off a Sheen because that's just where I'm at. All right? I don't know how to sew yet. So, anyhow,
Oh God.
I would like,
Sheen and Timmy make me want to crawl in a
I
hole.
just, I just, I can't help it. I like the stuff. Somebody find me a
I
store around
know.
here that carries the same style of clothing for not a
For the
hundred
same
dollars.
price.
It don't have to be the same price, you know.
Yes.
It could be a little more expensive. I get that.
Right.
But if you
Yeah.
find something that cute in store where I'm at, it's $100, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I can't afford to wear. Second
I
intention,
forgot about.
I want to spend more time outside. I go outside a lot, but I want to spend more time outside
Mhm.
actually doing things, not just sitting there enjoying the outside, because I do that a lot. But I'll get outside
Yeah.
and I'm just sit there because I enjoy it and I soak it in. But
Mhm.
I love how I feel whenever I've spent all day with the plants in the garden and sweated and all that good stuff. Like I love that kind of tired, and I just don't do it very often.
Mhm.
And I'm not really sure why. I think it's because I feel like if I get started, then the kids are going to be like, oh, wanting to do something or somebody's going to need something.
Mhm.
But that's an intention in itself right there is you can't wait on your kids to not need something or to be a certain age to start doing stuff because I would never do anything
Yep.
if that was the case. So
Nope.
the other
Mhm.
day I just started doing some yard work with them and it wasn't too bad. I would like to spend more time outside really designing my landscape, setting up my homestead to where it functions and looks pretty. Fourth intention. I really want to read the Bible every day. So that's
That's
what
a
I'm
good
working
That's a
on.
fantastic.
It's definitely an intention. I've been
Mhm.
working, I still ain't got it down, so we're setting it again. All right,
I
and
mean, that's something
oh, go ahead.
you just have to intentionally thinking about
Yes.
every day.
And the fifth intention, I want to be more affectionate, loving, or just more connected in general with my husband because
Yeah.
we do a very good job at communicating and we set the date nights and all that kind of stuff. But on a day to day basis, I feel like I could be softer, more feminine versus we're just best friends.
Yeah.
And that's a me thing. That's not like
Right.
because we are best friends. But I just would like to be more,
Mhm.
I would like to put more intention on flirting with my husband and just doing the small
Yeah.
things, the small feminine things that make it a husband and wife relationship. Okay,
Hmm.
that's all. That's all you're getting from me. Now give me some advice. Are my
I
wrinkles
love
gonna
that.
set in more? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? My frontal lobe's developing. Somebody
You're
I feel like it's gonna
somebody help her
I
out.
feel like it's gonna be a big deal. Little tidbit that I'm not
Mhm.
25 until Tuesday, okay? But I'm
Mhm.
gonna assume my frontal lobe is probably already developed. It's Sunday. But the other night when I went out and I partied a little bit with my mother, my grandma, just so y'all can set the scene, I wasn't really partying. But I had a couple margaritas and
A couple?
okay, fine. I had 6. Jesus.
That
Why is everybody acting like that's a big deal?
that why is everybody acting all weird? That's triple a couple, okay, first of all.
They were
I would be
delicious.
dead in the ground after 6 margaritas.
Well, this is why I don't drink very
You
often.
would have seen me on the news.
I was having a good time. I got home, I kicked my boots off, I said, "I'm going to bed."
Sounds like it.
I was home by 10. I was home by 10, asleep by 10:30. Oh.
And
Oh,
whoa,
oh yeah, and then
whoa,
I woke
that's
up.
a record in itself.
Yeah, and then I woke up.
And then she was fine.
Yeah, I woke up and I was fine at 7. I took the kids outside to play because I was sleepy.
Oh,
That's my genetics. That's why I don't drink very much, my friend. But on my birthday,
yeah,
you gotta have a birthday drink. You ain't gotta, but I
yeah,
like to have a birthday drink
but you
or
got
6
of
apparently.
course.
I'm gonna say that during the day before I went out, I was like, oh, I should probably drink some water
Yeah,
because I knew I was gonna have a couple drinks. I should drink some water. I didn't. Never got around
right.
to it. But wow, let's be so for real here. 18-year-old me would have never thought of. Is that her? Is that the fully developed
Look at
like
you.
frontal lobe? Is that it? But anyways, you have to give me advice now.
Oh, dear, and this is where we come into I don't feel like an adult, and I don't feel qualified to give anybody
Or just
advice, but I'm gonna
reflect
do the
on your
best that I
25th
can.
year. Yeah. Or just give me
I wrote some things down.
okay.
My first one, and Imma be honest, these are advice, but these are a lot of things that I also need to
Speaking to the
I
choir.
input into my own life.
Okay.
Mhm. Put your phone away. When you're doing anything, put your phone away. When you go on vacation, put your phone away. Be present in the moment,
Sure,
especially
gotta
with your
work on that.
kids and your husband
Mm,
and your friends. Okay, all of those. The people that you love, when you're around them, put your phone away, right? Because once you lose somebody and you realize how much time you spent on your phone around them
mhm.
and how much you didn't get to ask them
Yeah, you didn't give them your full
things about
attention
themselves.
or attention.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you feel like you didn't learn as much as you could about them. Ugh, that hurts.
Yeah,
So put your phone away.
I would have to for sure agree with that, and I definitely need to do that more, especially because of the industry that we're trying to be in is media driven.
Right.
It's hard to not be on our
It's
phone,
hard.
and I have to be intentional about it.
Uh-huh.
That's a good one.
Number 2, it's okay to outgrow friendships. Not this one.
No,
This one
we
right
done
here,
made this
not
public.
okay.
We can't get a divorce. We're gonna have to like,
That would be such a public divorce.
oh no.
No, it's not okay to outgrow this friendship, but any other friendship. That sounds so
Okay.
rude. But it is okay. Here's the thing that I'm trying to say. It's okay to outgrow those friendships. It's also okay to still be kind and not feel any malice against that person depending on how the relationship fell out or how you outgrew the relationship. It's okay to heal and to move on and to be okay if you see that person in public or even on
You
days
can
that
be
you're just
happy for
thinking
them on the
about them.
sidelines.
You
Just
can.
because y'all don't
Yes, you can think about them.
yes. I feel like that's
Yeah.
something I'm currently learning
And it's
now.
also okay to reach out to them. It's okay to reach out to them and let them know that you're thinking about them without getting back into that friendship.
You can love them from a distance.
It's okay to outgrow the friendship and you don't have to hate them. Like,
Mhm.
you could still love them.
Yeah, and, like, that's okay
And,
'cause
like, because there's gonna be friends that you have from high school or college that you were so close to and you spent all of your days with, and you grow apart when you grow up because that just happens
yeah.
more so than not. It's okay to. You don't have to hate them.
Right.
You can still love them
You
from a
brought that
distance.
up. Not saying, "Oh, I'm having to learn that now," but just like I feel
Right,
like right
yeah.
now in just the season of life that I'm in, there are relationships that I have that are like that. There's no hatred towards it. So often when you hear of growing apart, it's in such a negative way that you don't realize everybody has a season in your life. Not everybody's meant to stay
Mhm.
forever. A lot
Yep,
of times you're
yep,
supposed to have people there to teach you or to grow. And it's okay. Like you
right.
said, love each other from a distance. And I think that's a very
Mhm.
powerful.
It's hard because you want those people to stick around,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's not possible. Number 3, this is one that I also have to learn, but I think it's very good advice, is to just be you and do what you're gonna do and be who you're gonna be instead of living under a rock or living in a shell and not doing the things that you wanna do out of fear of what other people are gonna think. Y'all don't go crazy, but life's gonna go by either way.
Right. Yeah.
So are you gonna be on your deathbed one day and be like, "Man, I really should have started that podcast, or I really should have learned how to sew or bake that bread. I really should have been literally myself." I am a silly little person, and I feel dumb a lot of times being silly out in public in front of people. That's where my awkwardness comes from. I'll do something silly and immediately will revert right back into my shell and be like, "That was insane. Why did you do that? You look so dumb in public." But life's gonna go by either way. So are people gonna know the serious, quiet, and reserved you, or are they gonna know the silly little goose that you are?
Right. I like that.
Number 4, take the vacation. Take it. I'm trying to tell my husband that.
I was about to
Take
say
the
same thing.
vacation. Okay, you're gonna be broke for a little while, but the money's gonna come back.
It,
You cannot take it with you.
mhm.
Josh even sent me this the other day on Facebook, is that most of the core memories that children have, I don't know if there's some kind of study or something, I don't really know, but I was like, "You know what? It proves my point, so I like it."
Yeah.
But it was most of your core memories that your child is gonna have is from family vacations. Are we really gonna rob them of that?
Right.
No, I'm
Well,
not.
that's why we do birthday trips. Like, I would much rather do a birthday trip than a birthday
Yes.
party. 1000% on that.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, I love that one.
Number 5 is you can start your career anytime. You can be 31 and just starting a career.
I definitely agree with you on that. And I think it's perfectly fine to start a career whenever. My thing is, I think just because of the kind of person, I don't think I'm going to be one of those people that have one job and they were there 50 years. I want to do a little bit of everything. And I think there's such a negative outlook on that because so often it's like, oh, she can't keep a job. It's like, no, I just want to do a bunch of different stuff. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with me wanting
Yeah,
to be a hairdresser one day and then one day opening a farm stand? If I was the sole provider for our family, of
right.
course, that would be a problem.
Mhm.
But
And if you're taking time away from your kids and your family, of
yes,
course,
but
but just
thankfully,
yeah.
like, thank the good Lord above that I have an amazing husband that I don't have
Mhm.
to be the sole provider for our family. So I can kind of do a little bit of
Mhm.
everything or what I'm interested in. But I just don't foresee me being one
Yeah.
of those people that have the same career for 50 years kind of thing. I don't know.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
thankfully, with the cosmetology degree, I can do a bunch of different outlets with that, but I don't think I will ever just have one job that I love forever. I want to do a bunch of
Yeah.
different stuff. I want to live my life. Nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Either
But I'm
way.
like,
Yeah.
gosh, I want to be able to say at 85 that I was a podcast producer. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had a farm stand. I did
Mhm.
hair. I did eyelashes. Like, I don't know, wherever the world takes me. I was a surge tech. I want to have a good story to tell. I have
Right.
no idea what that'll be. I'm just going with the wind, going where she blows.
I like that. There's a quote, and I'm trying to look it up really fast.
I think I'll be the
I'm trying
coolest
to find
grandma.
it.
I think about it sometimes. I'm like, I think I'm going to be a pretty cool grandma. I may not be
Mhm.
1000% the best mom on this planet. I, I definitely mess up, but golly, I'm going to be a cool grandma and have some cool stories.
Um, and I don't know who to quote on this because it doesn't give a name, so don't come for
Oh,
me.
okay.
But it was another girl who has said it on a Facebook post that I've seen. It says, "Jack of all trades is a master of none," and most people just leave it right there.
hmm
Oftentimes, like that's better than being a master of one.
I like
So
that.
people will say like, "Jack of all trades," like that's a bad thing. You're really a master of nothing. But
Yeah.
if you only master one thing,
I love that. I love that because that's very much. I feel like I know a little bit about a lot. Of course, I could know more
mm-hmm,
about a lot of things, but yeah,
of
like
course, yeah,
I'm just interested in so much, and why live my life doing one thing perfectly? I've got a gypsy soul, if you will. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I want to just do it all. I want to do a bunch of stuff. I don't think we were here to just
Yeah.
sit stagnant.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna bring all my little ducks in a in. I'm just gonna bring all my little ducks. They will not be in a row. Bring them all behind me. Just bring them with me. Like, oh, we're gonna help mom start this job. She,
Yeah.
um,
Here goes mom changing careers again. We'll just end it this way. This was supposed to be a mini.
thank you for joining me on my birthday. On my birthday.
Oh, happy
It's a
birthday. Happy
Tuesday.
birthday.
It's a Tuesday. But guess what?
On a
Tuesdays are
Tuesday.
just as awesome as any other day.
They really are.
That's something I've learned. I'll give y'all a bonus. A little something else I've learned. Quit thinking that you can only live your life on the weekend. My gosh. Like, so
Yes.
what if you lose a couple hours
Mhm.
of sleep? A Tuesday can
Oh,
be
hang
just
on
as
now. Wait.
beautiful. Go do it. This past Wednesday, in my soul, truly. We went to church and
Good.
kids didn't get into bed till 10 o'clock, but we had a good time. Anyways,
Yeah.
we love you guys so very
Yes.
much. As always, email us. Golly, oh my gosh. Y'all,
Tell Lexi happy
yeah.
birthday.
Tell me happy birthday.
Do it and do it
And
now.
don't forget, I'll be 25
Please.
next year too. 25. I've been here a quarter of my life now. Wow, this is 25. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Look at
I can't wait to see what this year does.
that's
I'm excited.
insane.
I feel like birthday. Everybody craps on
Oh, me
birthdays. I
too.
love a birthday. I think they're awesome.
My
I love a
birthday.
birthday.
Oh, rated.
Gosh, I just think it's
Oh,
fun. It's
God, I love
fun.
to be celebrated on my
It's
birthday.
like my second, like, this is my new year. I don't really, like, the new year in January. I'm not a year older in
Uh-huh.
January. Being able to
Yeah.
reflect on the year that I have been here on this earth, that does it for me. I love a birthday. All right, we love y'all. Email us some good mini episode recommendations. What do y'all want to hear us banter about? Give me some hot takes. Y'all got any questions?
I have a good one.
Okay.
I have a good one. Fall's coming up, and you said something earlier about pumpkin spice cookies. So I wrote down a question for our followers because this is such a hot topic. Some every year, August and September rolls around, and everybody's all of a sudden one side or the other. Are you a pumpkin spice lover or are you a pumpkin spice hater? I can tell you which one I am.
Me too. I don't know. I might sit in the middle.
A lover. I'm a lover. Don't come for my pumpkin spice. I
All
will
right.
go full blown white girl on you.
All right, I'm shutting her down. Save it for the mini. We'll have a mini coming up, and
Toodles.
I expect there to be some emails in our inbox at bringittoyoursisters5@gmail.com. Are you a pumpkin spice lover, or do you hate it? Or maybe you sit in the middle. Is there a middle? Is there a middle? It'll be a hot take for Chastity. Let's see her get riled up about this pumpkin spice. Email us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and give us a comment. We want to hear from you guys. We want to talk to you guys too. All right, toodles. Love you.
Love you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. That was dramatic. All right, I love y'all. Bye.
Sisters, one more thing. Don't forget, you're not alone, you're not too much, and you can always bring it to your sister.